Today, good morning, folks. Today we're going to talk about something real quick and real easy. It's called train a child. In the Bible, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he grows old, he will not depart from it. How in the world does education think that we can have osmosis go from the book to the kid's brain and that they can actually think about what they're supposed to learn and then gain the knowledge they're supposed to get without being trained? If I train my students on how they're supposed to act, then they will act that way as citizens in the community. If I don't train them the correct way, they're going to end up being, unfortunately, bad citizens. So when we're training dogs, even, it's going to be hard because you got to do the work. You got to put in the time. If you don't put in the time, guess what? The dog will never get trained. And so if I'm training a dog the same way I train a kid, it's going to be hard. It's going to be something that it's not going to be comfortable. But the point is you got to understand that that's what it takes. If you don't train, they won't work. So you train the student how to memorize things, such as multiplication. When you train them how to do those things, when you train them how to memorize, then they know how to memorize everything. But if you don't train them how to memorize, then all of a sudden now you have a kid who can't memorize. Then the learning gets even more difficult. Then they end up giving up. And all of a sudden now you have a kid who's dropping out of school. Train them the way they're supposed to be trained. God didn't put that in the Bible for no reason. It gives us the ability to understand that. That's why we have teachers. Teachers train. We train kids how to do what they're supposed to do. Unfortunately, our system may be training them to be workers, but you as a teacher have the power to turn this around. Parents, you have the power to turn this around. Start training your kids how to act in school. Start training the kids how to act, how to be able to participate in school. Remember, you got to be able to do the 5 things to gain knowledge. If you don't get trained how to do those things, you'll never do them. At the bottom of it is actually showing up. Showing up, being prepared, participating. Those are the first 3. That'll at least get you a C. Then you got to actually take notes. And once you take those notes, then you got to go ahead and actually do homework if you want a better grade. But parents, if you don't train them how to do those things, if you don't give them incentive to how to do those things, they'll never do it. All right, that's my spiel for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.